My brother, this is the one question I was avoiding to respond to or to talk about, because this is the one question that, if answered properly, it has the weight to break South Africa. At least given the black South African of 1994. Yeah, given that black South African, the truthful answer to this question would have broken the country. Given that South African. Today, there's a possibility that an actual truth in terms of answering this question might not even do anything to South Africa. I mean, we've indicated that we are indifferent and very ignorant to serious matters pertaining to South Africa. We've been very ignorant and indifferent to the manipulation of the rand. We've been very ignorant and indifferent to black women that were executed and that were fed to the pigs. We've been very ignorant and we've been indifferent to the youth, the young ones that have lost their lives recently due to this unregistered, or not even unregistered spaza shops, illegal spaza shops that are operating in our locations. You know, we are indifferent. We are indifferent to many things. Okay, we are indifferent to the dismantling of ESCOM and all other SOEs. Proof, case and point in that, and the proof that these SOEs are just been dismantled to be sold to their friends is the SAA deal story, whereby it was sold and then they had to basically recant from that deal, and now SAA is back as an SOE and it's making profits. And then we go back, we're like, why were we selling it in the first place? It indicates that it was being broken down because it needed to be sold to their friends. All right. So there are a lot more systematic and a lot more structural problems in South Africa that South Africans are indifferent to and they're ignorant to. Hence, I'm thinking that an honest answer to this question might affect the Hani family dearly, but it looks like the average South African today, we must be honest, we are ignorant and indifferent, and I don't think it's going to make a difference. We're not going to be angry enough, as we have not been angry enough about anything in this country. All right, this country can be bent to hell, and the South African individual will find a way to be indifferent and ignorant about this matter. However, that being said, I wanted to say that the assassination of Chris Hani was nothing more than a plot between the National Party agents, all right, and the ANC leadership cabal. And the reason I'm saying that, I am just simply saying that the proof is in the pudding. Why would the ANC release a murderer of one of their significant leaders without forcing him to divulge who has given him the instruction, who did he plot with to take out one of the most prominent and significant leaders in South Africa ever? And we are happy to give that person a pardon and to deport that person back to their land as a hero for having executed one of the leaders that we will never be able to replace in a long time. The proof is in the pudding. Why? They are doing that because they know that they themselves are part and parcel of the sanctioning of the taking out of Chris Hani. They know. And they don't want us to get those answers. And unfortunately, I was hoping that Janus Walus would give us answers before he goes. Nope. We're definitely not getting those answers anytime soon. And like I said, we're not angry enough. We're indifferent about matters. So the black life, the value of the black life, no wonder really even today they can easily take out our children like this, and we are indifferent and ignorant. I mean, we started creating a concept that the value of the black life does not matter from 1993, when they were taking out Chris Hani. That's where the indifference came in, you know. And unfortunately, it was because we were being lied to by the so-called leaders that were negotiating in CODESA and negotiating for the colonizers, the white colonizers and their establishment and their companies and so forth, so that in turn, those black leaders of the ANC can get shares. This is why they are millionaires and billionaires by their numbers, and everyone is poor. So said one lady from America, saying that this is a kleptocratic system that we're operating under. All right, it's a system whereby politicians enrich themselves while leaving the majority of people to flounder in poverty. It's a kleptocratic system. That's where we are. So yeah, the answer to your question is that the assassination of Chris Hani is by the National Party agents and the ANC cabal agents. And we will never know their names. Just as much as we will never know the CODESA minutes, all right, what the actual and true agreement of CODESA was. I say Valela Potiam. Sharp.